Alright, today we have an LP inspired by Dario's 8676 and his 2011 Halloween special, which is Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. And in this video, Dario struggles mightily with this game. I think he gets past the first level. I'm not sure how much of it was him faking and how much of it was this game is just bloody hard. But anyway, I figured I would give this a try, because, you know, Battle Kid just recently ended, so let's play another NES game that's really hard, eh? Alright, push start, we'll get some story, which is surprising. Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. Supposedly this will be the last game in the Street Fighter series, right? A little bit of background! Just a little. So, I don't know if this is supposed to be the same Ken that's in the Street Fighter series, but based on this story, it appears to be, although it sounds nothing like Ken. Apparently, later in life, he had a partner named Troy, and they had a lab, so evidently Ken got smart in his last, and later on in life. And Troy was apparently left in a pile of jelly on the floor, and 25 years after the events of all the Street Fighter games, Ken's a little bit older and had to get patched up with some robot arms and stuff. And apparently there's this place called the Frontier World, and it's some sort of other place in space. And there's something called the Cyboplasm. In small doses, it's a power buff for people, but in large doses, it makes you go crazy and mutate and stuff like a Ninja Turtle. So only the skills of a Street Fighter can handle this task. And here's this woman. I don't know. I have no clue who this woman is. And apparently she's calling us MX5. Maybe that's our code name after we're buffed up with all these bionics. And we've got a personal teleporter, but I think all this is explaining the mechanism for jumping between levels. Pretty much, well, I guess I'll explain this once we get up into the screen. Pretty much your goal is to collect these little flashing dots that will power up your teleporter, and then you gotta get through the door. If you don't get through the door after it opens, you die. And that's how you get to the next level and progress through the game. So, up in this first level, we've got to fight versus some Gliscors. It's always going to be Ken versus, because it's trying to mimic Street Fighter. And I guess we'll take a few minutes here. By the way, it's pretty much infinite lives in this game. There's no real difference between losing a life and losing your last life, is what I'm trying to say with that. So I guess we'll explain some of the controls and stuff, because this game, it doesn't have terrible controls. But there's our Gliscor right there. It definitely can take some getting used to. D-pad pretty much does what you would expect. A, which I'm on my NES, Super NES controller, so it's really Y and B, but you know. A is your jump button, and you can only take 5 hits before you croak. Which is pretty standard. I guess that's the Statue of Liberty in the background? Must be. Anyway, I'm just sticking around here and trying to show off this stuff. Okay, so B is your standard punch, and you can punch pretty darn fast. I do have this turbo controller, so if I wanted to do this, I could, but we're not going to do that because that's really lame. We're going to keep it legit. And let's see, what else? If you hold down, you can do an angled kick, which the annoying thing about that is that if you keep mashing down, you don't continually do an angled kick, you eventually punch straight forward. So that's a bit irksome. And if you hold forward, you can also do some power punches, which you can't chain as much. But I think it does a little bit more damage at the expense of a slower rate of fire, but I think you also get a bit more range, so that's good. You can also punch upwards just like you can with your neutral punch attack, and that can be mega whack too. So those are going to be your main 2 forms of offense. There is no good way to target enemies that are at your heels, which is kind of annoying. If you do this attack, you can sometimes get it to be a little bit lower, and see, like sometimes with that you also do the kick, the diagonal kick when you're holding forward. So it does seem like holding forward gives you preference toward the power punches, and holding down gives you preference toward the diagonal kick. And if you only push it every so once in a while, you'll be able to chain the diagonal kick. But anyway, so those are your main forms of attack. I guess there's one more, which is of mild use right now, but it will eventually be decent. Let's see how, yeah, there you go. If you jump, oh, and by the way, King can also climb on things, and if you go toward a wall and push A, he can also climb on things, and he can even attack while he's on the wall. Isn't that cool? But anyway, So if I jump and then push, let's see, you have to do it in a, it's kind of finicky the way it does it. There we go. If you jump and then push backwards, I guess before you get to the height of, yeah, before you get to the height of your jump, if you push backwards, you can do this little backflip, and that's the only way you can fire down. Right now, my range is so bad, that's not going to matter. So, but eventually that might be mildly useful. And as far as attacks while jumping, they kind of suck. I also think that it doesn't matter how long you hold down the A button, you're gonna jump the same amount regardless. So I guess that's sort of decent. You know, it means you don't have to hold down A. You can push A and then, you know, get ready to push B whenever you need it. And control while jumping is really good. It's pretty much Mega Man-ish. You know, you can kind of change directions in midair on a dime. Sort of do a dance in the air if you want to. And you can also jump off walls, which we will be doing a lot of. But the main aerial attack you have, you can only punch once while you're in the air, which sucks, and you cannot punch up. So, if you're at a basic range like I am, then you can't punch very far. So, yeah, we're not doing very well against this guy because we're not really trying. But so I guess that pretty much handles the mechanics of this game. So there goes our last life. We blew a continue on explaining how the game works. So now we can get started playing for real. Although, well, I guess I'll be collecting these power-ups and I can explain that when I get one, eh? I don't know what all the power-ups do, but I know what enough of them do, I guess. So there's these little, whatever you want to call them, blocks, and you can break these, and these little wings or C's, whatever they are, they fill up that little meter in the bottom right corner above time. And there I picked up another one, and you saw I did a little warpy thing, and filled up a full unit on that bar. And what that means, and here's the third one. Let's see if we can find the fourth one. You can also hold down to go down into pits and stuff. What that does is improve my attack range, which is extremely beneficial. And there's a fourth one. So let's see if we can get out of this one on this lap, because now you see my punches are going way farther, and these little annoying dudes are annoying. Annoying dudes are annoying. I have found that for a lot of enemies in this game, yeah, there we go, beat them already. No sweat. No sweat. Fade in. Here's the thing though, you gotta find the portal. Find the portal, Ken! Oh, there we go. If you don't get there before that open meter runs out, you'll lose a life. So if it's a big level, you gotta search it and find it pretty quick. And I'm actually really glad we kept enough of our health here, because this guy definitely is best to just melee him into the ground. Come on, go down, boy. Ah. Okay, dodge that attack. There we go. He can be kind of hard if you don't have any range. So this is just like a little Street Fighter arena going on. So now we're in one of these intermediary levels, which they're just kind of weird. It's like you just wait a while and, okay, fade in. Sometimes there's a few enemies, but they don't really pose much of a threat. And this guy, I'm going to call him Spark Man, because he fights us with... No, not this guy. That's a later guy. Okay, so this is one of the first, like, platforming things you have to do. And we can actually... Whoa. Don't want to get hit. So this is an auto-scrolling level. And of course, since it's an NES game, there's, you know, little graphical glitches going on the left side of the screen, if you noticed. And this is probably the first really hard part. Let's see, here's some statues you gotta break. Those little glowy dots are, predictably enough, health pickups. And do some diagonal kick to get through there. By the way, I have played this before, so it's not really like Battle Kid where I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not sure which style you guys prefer, Cooper knowing what he's doing, or Cooper having no idea what he's doing. So, picking up some additional power-ups, and I highly doubt we're going to beat the boss on this this little run, because I usually end up needing full life to beat this boss, or at least 4 points, and I've got, what, 2.5, so that's probably not happening. Oh, I messed that up bad. There's a way you can get through there without getting hit by any of those guys. Alright, let's do a rush through here because those bomb guys like to explode. Whoa, what was that? I fell off. Oh well, may as well. I only had 1.5 life points, so I wasn't going to be taking out the boss anyway. Oh well, yeah, we're just gonna upload all like fails and stuff. Some of these later levels are gonna get really hard, and there's gonna be a lot of fails and deaths. So, you know, right now we're doing pretty well, but that one's that's a health pickup. Yes, got it. Good. That won't be the case for too much longer. So, all right, let's do some oh god, chain those diagonal kicks. There we go. All right, punch him down. Let's see, what is in this corridor? Anything? I don't think so. Want to make sure to pick up at least a, at least that, and ideally another one. Let's see, is there anything else? Okay, we want to get up here as fast as possible, whack this guy down. Oh, he gives us a life pickup, that's handy. And I do want to pick up some stuff from in here. Let's see, is this one? No. Oh crap! Lashed onto the wall! Come on, yeah, there we go. That's how you're supposed to navigate through there. I got a little bit close, though. Alright, we're gonna wait a bit, and then we're just gonna run through, because those guys come out. Alright, and here we gotta kill this guy before we can walk over on his ledge, lest we take some damage. And yeah, the jumping is really good as far as, like, being able to get back and forth between places. As far as difficult platforming goes, it's pretty nice on the jumps. Okay, here we go. Got some pickups. And we might actually be able to get... I'm gonna jump there. Come on, one of these guys have it. There we go. We got up into a 3, and we have full life. So this boss we should be able to beat unless I miss a jump here. Here we go. Looks like some broken glass right there. Alright, it's got some purple platform. Oh, this is like Guts Man. I remember this guy. So this guy's like Guts Man. Just throwing, look at that. Is that not completely like Guts Man? I'd say it's a ripoff, but this game is also made by Capcom, so I guess it's not really too much of a ripoff. And he's actually dead already, so got some good range on him. Yeah, having good range is extremely important. But just sit back further and play some more defense, and of course you can still pummel him pretty well. So let's see, is this anything? Yep, there's some little Frogger dudes. And see how they are, before we've just been doing bosses, but these guys, they only have a portion of what we need. So there we go, now the meter is full, little open meter is what we were filling up there. And we will fade in and fade out of here. And this is Sparkman, there we go. I have no clue what the real names of these bosses are, but in classic NES fashion, when you don't know, you just make something up, so... Oh, and this guy is so gonna kill me multiple times. He's pretty hard. I have a lot of range on him right now, which is nice. The thing is, if you die, you lose all your range, all your power-ups and stuff, so... See, I got 3 health points. There's also a time limit, of course. If he wants to come over here, he's gonna get stroked. Oh, you got some hits in on him. Jump again, I dare you. Come on, yeah, get hit. Oh, he's not messing around. Oh, 1 hit point left. What is that? Is that the first real death? Well, no, I had that one cheap death earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do 1 planet per video, I guess. And now you see my attack range sucks, so I'm gonna have to get kind of lucky with a placement like that right there. He let him just stand in one place for me. Alright, there we go. Sometimes I fail to find the portal in time on this stage. But here we go. Looks like that's the first level down. Get some storyline. And there's a dude with an eye, and he's calling our name. Who is there, and how do you know my name, gentlemen? But that's not important. Apparently he's upset that we're pursuing him. And Ken thinks this is the guy who killed... What was his partner's name? Troy? I think so. So... We're going to pause it right here, and looks like this was a 15-minute episode, which is cool. That's about what I want these to be. So, come back for Planet 2. Hope this will whet some people's Battle Kid thirst just a bit. There's definitely going to be additional Battle Kid stuff up, but over the Thanksgiving break, this is what's going to be going up. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Catch you for the next one later days.